Good morning and welcome to the Justice Committee's 9th meeting of 2020. We have apologies from John Finney. Agenda item 1 is a welcome to our new member, Alistair Allen, and I invite Alistair to declare any interest relevant to the work of this committee.
Thank you, Convener. I can think of none that are particularly relevant, but I would invite members to look at my register of interests.
Okay, thank you for that. Agenda item 2 is a decision as to whether to take item 8 on our work programme in private. Are we all agreed? Agreed. Thank you. Agenda item 3 is consideration of a UK government bill and the issue of legislative consent. I refer members to paper 1, which is a note by the clerk, and invite comments from members if they have any. Are there any comments from members? No, it does seem straightforward. Our members agreed then that the Scottish Parliament should give its consent to the relevant provisions in the Sentencing Pre-Consolidation Amendments Bill. Agreed, thank you. Our members also contend to delegate to me the publication of a short factual report setting out our views on this legislative consent memorandum. Agreed? Agreed. Thank you. Agenda item 4 is consideration of correspondence received from Police Scotland and the Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Service on preparations for Brexit. I refer members to paper 2, which is the note by the clerk. Do members have any comments on these two pieces of correspondence? No comments? Happy just to note?
Just in terms of the correspondence, just for a point of information, as well as a bit of a start reminder about the impact that Brexit's likely to have in these areas, I noticed that in Police Scotland's submission, the suggestion was that under the European arrest warrant, only Germany had exempted itself from extradition of German nationals from Germany, whereas in the Crown Office Procurator Fiscal Service note, it appeared to suggest that this covered not just Germany, but Austria and Slovenia as well. I mean, I don't know whether there was a bit of a time lag in terms of the preparation of both those notes, which might explain it.
I think they also thought Poland might follow suit.
Poland was the other one that was referred to by Police Scotland, but then isn't in the COPFS's contributions. So I suspect this is probably fluid, but I think having some indication as to those member states who are giving active consideration to it, as opposed to those ruling it out, would be helpful. But it's just a matter of information, I think.
Okay. Stephen's just saying that we're happy to keep members up to date with anything new that we come in, but it's a bit of a moving feast until we actually make some progress. So are members happy in the meantime to note?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 5 is the proposed appointment of a new member of the Justice Subcommittee on Policing. I refer to members to paper 3, which is a note from the clerk explaining procedure. Essentially, it is for this committee to make a recommendation to the Bureau and for Parliament, therefore, then to agree that recommendation. And I understand that Shona Robson is being proposed by the SNP as a replacement for Jenny Gilruth. That being the case, the members agreed that I write to the Parliamentary Bureau to propose that Shona Robson becomes a member of the Justice Subcommittee on Policing. Agreed? Agreed. Okay. Bad luck for Shona. No, it's a very interesting committee. That concludes the public part of today's meeting. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, 10th of March, when we will consider a number of SSIs and other legislative consent memorandum, as well as consider the petition to establish a register of judicial interests. And we now move into private session.